Are we brewing up something bad here? This is the Mortgage Banking live stream. Ladies and gentlemen, today is December 1, 2022. This is the Mortgage Banking live stream. I'm Troy Garris Horn, and we are here to talk about business, politics, and regulation in the mortgage industry. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to this video. We here talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you have any questions, just send me the questions. You can text me, you can call me, you can email me. My contact information is down below, and we will get into it. A couple shouts out. MBA Advocacy Roadshow just here. Bill Kilmer, all of the advocacy people over at the Mortgage Bankers Association were in Dallas. A lot of the Texas MBA members went. A lot of people from the Dallas community went, and we had some good conversations. We had some good topics about what to expect, both from a Washington standpoint and a Texas legislative standpoint. We are rolling into the Texas legislative session, and there are changes, of course, coming in Congress with the House of Representatives changing hands to Republican control. And so there was a lot of conversation about what that means for our industry in these very turbulent times. And that's what we're in. So let's talk biz for a minute. Turbulent times. That's what we are in. People are trying to figure out their way through these various atrophies and growths in the marketplaces of various kinds. There's a lot going on out there, and there are some smart people that are trying to figure out the way, and some smart people figuring out the way through this. And there's some other people that I see and talk to and hear about that are struggling mightily. And here's what is going on from the information we can gather out of Washington. So mortgage applications are down again, 0.8% on the composite index, and rates have been easing a little bit. So why are applications down when rates are also down? Well, this is a gyrating market, and nobody quite knows what to do. Borrowers are scared, we know that. Buyers are scared, we know that. But there are also some people who are thinking, this is probably not going to last forever. There are also some people thinking, I just don't know what's going to happen, and I am terrified about buying a house today at a price that may not be around tomorrow because the price has gone down and I got stung. I'm sitting here upside down in my house with a high rate. That's terrifying to some people. At the same time, if we can get some people in the marketplace to understand that house prices are probably not going to go down very much, and if they do, they'll probably go up in the near future. If some people start to believe that, the wind will come back in the sails, and this market will move up. At the moment, it is just very turbulent. Economic indicators just out today from the federal government. So inflation is still hot. Core inflation is at 5%. And core inflation means that we're taking out food prices, we're taking out energy prices. That's core inflation. And those particular items are volatile. So if you strip out those, core inflation is up at 5%, which is hot, hot, hot. A little less than last month, but still very, very high. Consumer spending is up. That's a good measure and a good bit of news to go. 0.8%. 0.8%. And savings are down. So if people are spending more and saving less, what does that mean for the future economy? Well, we don't quite know, but we are hopeful that some of this increase in consumer spending will ease some of the burden, some of the strain that's out there. Everybody knows, or at least they should know if they're in our industry, FHFA has now raised the loan limits for 2023 coming up. And for the first time ever, the high cost loan limits are going to exceed $1 million. Interesting part about this. So at the national level, the more general level, it's going to be 726 200. That's going to be the new loan unit limit. Again, out of FHFA, and the regulatory body that oversees Fannie and Freddie. Question though, if the St. Louis Fed is reporting that the median home price is $455,000 nationwide now, right? So nationwide, 455. If the median price is 455, we have lots of people who can work from virtually anywhere. Why are the loan limits rising to 726? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Let me know. Comment down below and let's talk about this. But is this some sort of problem that we are creating for the long term, as we have loan limits that are increasing pretty dramatically at a time when home prices actually are going down, at least in the short term? And nobody knows whether they'll continue to go down for a period of time or whether they'll start to float back up. Just nobody knows, right? But it's a question. It's something we should be talking about. Let's switch gears for a moment. There's a lot to do on the regulatory front, end of year to-dos. I'll mention just a few items in case you haven't, if they've fallen off the tracks a little bit. There's been a lot of rifts in this market. There's been a lot of people that got furloughed or laid off. And so people are running on very thin or almost skeleton crews in a lot of ways. So let's talk about a few things that you need to be worried about and thinking about as you roll into the end of the year. This is December, right? So licensing, the information should already be in or is due very soon here this is both for entity licensing, for loan officer licensing, all of that. You need to be doing that. If you haven't already got it in, get it done. Audits. So if you haven't taken a good look at your financial end of year information, you need to be doing that because that needs to be ready. We're going to have some pretty complicated audits that are coming up. And so the people who are together have all their information in place that can hand that over to their auditors quickly, they will be in good shape. The people who will be scrambling at the end, they're going to have a hard time because the auditors, I'm hearing, are just having a lot of concerns about all of the different noise that's going to be in the books that has been occurring over this especially the last couple of quarters. And so you're going to want to be first in queue there, so you make sure you get all that done in time for your agencies and approvals and licenses and so on that require audits. At the end of the year here too, there's always a good bit of chatter about mergers and acquisitions. My firm over at Garris Horn, we do a lot of that kind of work, and the M&A activity at the moment, it seems to be like a fairly typical year. There's a lot of chatter. There's some deals happening. There's rumors of deals happening, and there are a lot of people that have talked about deals and have just walked the other way. And so part of the issue of whether a deal can close by the end of the year is when people get the information together and they start talking about it and get that done pretty quickly on. Because depending on the structure of the deal, it's a relatively quick process or it's a relatively slow process. And the size of the deal matters, the complexity of the deal matters, the question whether it includes forwards and reverses, the question whether it includes servicing or just originations, whether it's MSRs that are being sold off. All these different facets of deals come into play. And so you need to be thinking about those. And there's a lot of this activity going on right now. Again, a lot of chatter at the moment. We'll see. I think there's also a lot of opportunities, quite a bit of opportunity. And I think that's going to continue on into the new year. There's no magic about closing on 12/31 anyways. People just psychologically, they want to do that. Of course, it's a little more convenient tax year wise for a lot of companies. But nevertheless, a lot of deals that intend to close on 12/31 actually don't. And nobody's ever suffered tremendously by that. It's better to do the deal right than to do it fast. But I will say that there's opportunity out there, and if you want to talk about some of that, give me a call, shoot me a text. Let's chat about it. There are a lot of people that are out there that are looking to buy companies, and pick up assets, and there's some people out there that are looking to make moves. So give me a call if you want to do something there. And I'm not a business broker. I know a bunch. I can refer you along to people who can help you value and so on, and I'm happy to do that. This is the Mortgage Banking live stream. I appreciate everything that everybody does. We are live and we are coming to you, and we will be back very soon. Have a fantastic week. Peace out.